The birth of Christ is a really fascinating story. I know most of you guys are very familiar with it. I wanted to share something with you, though. We see that Mary has this immaculate conception of this baby, but most of us don't realize that there was at least six other children that she gave birth to. The interesting thing about the six other kids is, why aren't they really mentioned in Scripture? And we see that only James and Jude were mentioned, but they are only mentioned and only came to accept that their brother was the Son of God after he resurrected from the grave. So we see in the book of Jude, we also see in the book of James, those are Jesus's brothers. And all the rest of his brothers, the other two, the sisters are never mentioned. Even Joseph possibly died before Jesus went to the cross. But his family, this is very interesting. We see in Mark 3:21 that his family thought he was crazy. They literally wanted to take him to the psych ward because they thought he was crazy. And you stop and think about that. How could they think that this brother was a crazy man when clearly Mary had to have told him about how he was born? Clearly, they had to have seen him with all his wisdom and knowledge. He was 12 years old teaching in the temple. They must have known that. They must have seen that. And so I wanted to share this with you guys because don't get discouraged if your family rejects your call. Don't get discouraged if your family says that you're not legitimate, if your family is against your move for God and the things that God has called you to do. Move forward. Don't worry about your family. Your family could literally be your greatest enemy. And that's really sad. But when we look at the example of Christ, we see that. We see that his family never supported him. The only one at the cross was his mom. None of his brothers and sisters were there when he was at his most brutal moment and the most critical time where you want your loved ones around you and you want your loved ones supporting you. He's being brutalized at the cross and none of his brothers and sisters are there. So I want to share that with you guys as a word of encouragement, just to let you know that those that you love the most, sometimes maybe your closest friends, they're not going to support you in what you do. And that's okay. You got to press forward and just do what God has called you to do, and don't get discouraged. Don't depend on anyone else. Just depend on the Spirit of God and the love of God and the angelic protection that you have and the angelic comfort that they will give you. When Jesus was at his darkest moments, he was always comforted by angels, and God will do the same for you as well. God bless.